the US were able to defeat Bolivia 2-0 with a goal coming from Christian Pulisic and another goal coming from Balogun. Christian Pulisic was able to score 1 goal and provide 1 assist to the second goal. It was a huge win for the US to open up their Copa America tournament, and now with these 3 points that the US have gained, their next game is going to be against Panama, which will be held on Thursday. The games are only going to get more difficult and difficult from here, because after Panama, their next game will be against Uruguay, who is going to be the toughest competitor for us in the group stages. Was this a game where the US should have won 4-0 to 5-0? Of course, they missed many chances. Pepe could have scored 2 or 3 goals within a span of 10 to 15 minutes. A couple of other players had chances to score from outside the box, but the goalkeeper was there to block it. The US truly did deserve a bigger win, because Bolivia is not one of the best teams in the Copa America, but 3 points is the 3 points. The US got the win, and we have to move forward from here. We have to realize as a collective that if we miss chances like this going on to games like Uruguay and Panama, this time it could really bite back on the US. We have to score whenever we do generate the opportunities, and at the very least, right, the US can generate chances. Christian Pulisic makes many great through balls. Anthony Robinson also makes great through balls. Gio Reyna, Weston McKennie, Timothy Weah all generate a lot of chances, but that last final touch is missing, which is the goals. So Christian Pulisic has now scored 30 goals within a span of 69 caps. It is the fastest ever to 30 goals in the US men's national team history. Also with Matt Turner was able to get another clean sheet, meaning that he does have a total of 25 clean sheets within a span of 42 games. That is more than 50% of the games that Matt Turner has played. So congratulations to Turner, who also had an amazing game against Bolivia. So starting with the standout performers, I want to first speak about Christian Pulisic. Christian Pulisic was able to get the ball when they were taking a corner. He goes into the left side of the box and shoots the ball into the top right corner. It was a goal that did have the whole stadium erupt, because nobody expected for Christian Pulisic to score a goal like that and in that fashion, and especially within the first 3 to 4 minutes. He is for sure one of the best players in this tournament and the best player for the US. He's a great leader. You can just see that he is motivated more than ever before. He does not need for other players around him to service him, because Christian Pulisic has grew from that. He is a player that knows how to create chances from thin air. You can just tell that he has matured and cannot just only motivate himself, but he does motivate the rest of the team. Pulisic ended this game with 90 minutes played, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 shots on target, 1 shot off target, 1 shot was blocked, 2 out of 5 dribbles were successful, 65 touches, 34 out of 38 passes were completed, 3 key passes, 3 out of 3 long balls were completed, 5 out of 9 ground duels were won and distributed 2 tackles. Moving on towards the other player that had an amazing performance, and that is Anthony Robinson. So yes, the left side of the US attack was on fire. Anthony Robinson created so many chances, taking down so many players, just going up and down the field. This guy has unlimited stamina. If you do want to get better in your stamina for whatever sport you do play in, you give a call to Anthony Robinson, because I don't know what Anthony Robinson is doing in terms of his training, what he's taking, what he's eating, but this guy here never runs out of energy. Anthony Robinson played a total of 90 minutes, had 2 clearances, 4 interceptions, 3 total tackles, 5 out of 8 ground duels won, 3 out of 3 aerial duels won, had 82 touches, who was one of the most involved players on the pitch, had 41 out of 49 passes completed with a total of 84%, 5 key passes, 2 out of 6 crosses completed, 2 out of 5 long balls completed, 2 big chances created, and blocked 2 shots from Bolivia. I mean, can any of us be really surprised about Robinson's performance? Because after seeing what he did last season with Fulham, of course he was going to do a performance like this. Last season, Anthony Robinson was named Fulham's best player of the season, earning 42.9% of the supporters' vote. This guy here could have ended with 2 assists from his crosses in this game. He is for sure a weapon, and I believe that if the US want to go up against Panama and Uruguay and potentially maybe Brazil or Colombia later in this campaign, the US have to fine-tune this chemistry that is being built between Pulisic and Anthony Robinson, because that left side, man, they can do so much. You add in a fully fit Folarin, Balogun, or Pepe, now you have a complete package, because all you're going to be doing is creating chances from the left side to find a striker inside the box. Moving on from other players, Pepe, who came in for Balogun later in the game, he missed 2 chances. He had good movements inside the box, like he put himself in great positions to score, but he still could not find the back of the net. And like I've said before in this video, if you don't put those chances in and you miss those chances, and you're playing against not Bolivia, not against Costa Rica or any of those teams, if you face a team like Uruguay or Argentina or Brazil or Colombia, maybe even Mexico, if you miss chances like that, it will bite you back so hard it would not even be funny. You have to put the ball at the back of the net. Pepe has been dying to make a case for himself and to show to Greg Berhalter why he should be starting over Balogun, and today was not a good example. Moving forward from here, we should still have Balogun as the main starter. Pepe does not seem like he is ready. Now, he can change everything in the next match against Panama, but as of now, he is just not it yet. It could have been his moment. He could have scored 2 goals. He could have scored 1 more goal than Balogun, but we're not there yet. Pepe needs to show up much more and with much more concentration. Keep in mind that Pepe had it much easier because Bolivia in the second half went from a 5-man back line to a 4-man back line. Balogun was going up against a 5-man back line. Pepe was going up against 4 men in the back line, and that is one of the reasons why the US were finding so many chances in the last 20 minutes. Moving on to another player that I do want to speak about, and that is Weston McKennie. To me, Weston McKennie looks a little unfit. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Like, I swear on everything, I am not trying to be rude, I am not trying to be petty or any of that, but Weston McKennie looks overweight in my opinion, and I don't even think that as of now he can finish a full game. He just looks so tired and he's sweating so much. He looks a little slow. I do see him here and there making those nice runs through the middle to get into the final third in the beginning of the game, by the way, because that is where all of his energy is at. But in the last 15 to 20 minutes before he gets taken out, he just looks out of breath. So I expect much more from Weston McKennie, especially since after what he did say 3 days ago, he did state that he wanted to show to the world why the US is not a team that you can just pass by on. They want to be taken seriously, and Weston McKennie has to back that up when he gets those chances and gets the minutes. You're starting, you're being trusted by Greg Berhalter, and you're playing with Tyler Adams, a player that was not even supposed to be starting, and you're gonna let Tyler Adams to outrun you like that? Tyler Adams looked 110% fit compared to Weston McKennie. Moving on to a couple of other players, Gio Reyna had great, valuable link-up play. He was a great playmaker. I did not think that he had the best game ever, but he was okay. He was solid. He could have done so much more. A little invisible, I would say, but it's fine. He was there to connect between the midfield and the defense. He did drew in 2 yellow cards due to him doing great dribbling. Bolivia were getting so upset because they could not take the ball away from Gio Reyna, and I like that. So he did okay. Moving on to the back line, I do want to speak about Tim Ream. I don't know what happened with Tim Ream, but sometime within like the 50th minute or the 60th minute in the second half, he just like fell down to the field. I don't know if he was dizzy. I don't know if he got hit too hard on the head, but since that moment, Tim Ream was making a few mistakes, misplacing many passes, giving the ball away to Bolivia, and it could have led towards the US conceding a goal. The long balls from both Tim Ream and Chris Richards were also not that accurate. I mean, they were playing very well when it came to receiving the ball from Matt Turner, playing out from the back, but in terms of long balls to either Christian Pulisic, Florian Balogun, or Timothy Weah, they were not the best. It could have been much better because we know that they can do much better. So overall, I would say that this is a pretty strong start to the tournament, but of course it could have always been better. It could have been 4-0, it could have been 5-0, but it is what it is. We could have made a statement today to show to the Copa America opponents that we are a strong team, that we cannot be messed with, but we finished 2-0 against Bolivia, one of the worst sides. We still got the 3 points, and now we wait to see how Uruguay and Panama do show up. So that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.